Hey everybody, Josh here. Okay, so I subscribe to a shit ton of Marvel comic books, like subscribe as in they come in the mail, in addition to the comics that we subscribe to at our local shop and we go there and pick them up. But I've been really lazy the last several weeks and I haven't actually opened up any of the stuff that I subscribe to that comes in the mail. So I thought, you know what, I'm kind of bored, I want to do a video, I don't really have anything to review. We were going to review The Strain, but it didn't really seem to go over that well. We didn't get very many views. There wasn't a whole lot of feedback or anything like that. So I thought we might, skip The Strain from now on. Although if you want us to keep going with that, let us know, because we will. But I thought, okay, well, and if I am going to review The Strain, I want Anna to be here, and she's out of town today. So I thought, well, you know what? I will open up, I will unpackage all of my back order of Marvel comics that I subscribe to. So I've got them all here. You can see a big ass stack of comic books that have just been sitting on our dining room table waiting to be unwrapped. I know what I subscribe to, but I don't know what comics are in here. So let's find out. It'll be kind of like a comic book Christmas here. Alright, first one, we'll just cut the top off here because they come, like shrink wrapped or whatever, and you don't want to do damage just by tearing it open. So, okay, Uncanny X-Men number 32, the first one we opened right there. That's a pretty wicked looking cover too there. It looks like a whole bunch of dead Cyclopses with the current Cyclops, so a whole bunch of past Cyclopses with the current ones. So that's kind of neat. It's a neat cover. I like that. And of course, Brian Michael Bendis is writing that right now, or wrote that issue anyway. And I really like Brian Michael Bendis. Okay, moving on. New Avengers number 31. This is before Secret Wars even started, so this has been sitting around for a while. And this is another really cool cover. It's a very foreboding looking cover right there with whoever that is. It's probably Dr. Doom. That's freaking awesome. Alright, let's do this one. All New X-Men. All New X-Men is great, also by Brian Michael Bendis. If you haven't checked out All New X-Men, seriously, give it a shot. It's really good. I'm kind of kicking myself that I haven't kept up with this stuff, because now I'm going to have so much reading to do, and I want to start reading Armada by Ernest Cline, the same guy who wrote Ready Player One, which is now my favorite book of all time. And his book, it came out like a week or two ago, and I picked it up. So I got to read that, but then I have this freaking ass ton of comics to read too. To read. I got to write these comics. Another issue of New Avengers. This one looks like it took a beating in the shipping process. Look at that. I mean, it's just been sitting on my dining room table. There's no way it got beat up that bad. It shipped badly. That's disappointing. Of course, our mailman could have done that too, because he just can't get the hang of handling with care. It says please do not bend right on the damn package, and then constantly he's folding these things in half to get them in our mailbox. Pisses me off. Ooh, Punisher number 16. Punisher's really good right now too. Or at least it was the last time I read it. Obviously it's been a little while. I gotta get back on top of that. Back on top of Punisher. Okay, what's this one? This one is Captain Marvel. I gotta set this one aside because I definitely want to get caught up with Captain Marvel. It's freaking amazing. X-Men. You can see the lineup of the all-female X-Men group there with Storm and Jubilee and People I don't recognize. Wow, I'm friggin' way behind. People I don't recognize there. Here's another all-new X-Men. All-new X-Men number 40. Put this with the other one. Let's see, it's 37, that's 40. Another issue of Punisher, Punisher number 17. Look at that cover. That's freaking awesome right there. That makes me excited. Gets me excited. Oops, wrong end. Ah. Okay. I'm just dropping these bags and boards on the floor. I might have a lot of cleanup to do later. All new Captain America, which I actually canceled this subscription. This one's been sitting around for a while, but I stopped reading that one. Actually, I think I just transferred that subscription to a different book. And I disabled the auto renewal for all of these because the mailman ruins so many of them just by folding them in half that, you know what, just whatever I want to read, I'll add it to my list at the store and just get them that way, because at least then I know I'll get them in pristine condition and any damage that's done to them will be done by me. Me, damn it. Alright, Secret Avengers number 14. I'm not even sure this is still running. I think this one's over now. This feels thick. This is either an annual or a Secret Wars maybe, because those are a little thicker. Avengers number 44. That's a wicked ass cover too. Look at that. This is 1 month before time runs out, so a month before Secret Wars. What do we have here? All new Captain America number 6 with like a Wolverine bat. What the hell is that? I don't even know. Looks like Wolverine and Man-Bat had a baby. The cat's just sitting here watching me cutting this stuff open. New Avengers number 33. They're with Dr. Doom on the cover. The covers on these are really cool. That's friggin' awesome. The art on the inside is pretty neat too. Alright, cool. Oh, this one's already been opened and stuff back in the wrapping. There's a Captain Marvel number 13. That's another sweet ass cover. Look at that. And there's all new X-Men number 39. Why are you stuck? There we go. Spider-Man and the X-Men. I don't remember subscribing to this at all. So it shows you where kind of I am mentally. But I like the art. It looks like the art's pretty fun on the inside. So Spider-Man and the X-Men number 3. I might have to check that out. Don't remember subscribing to it at all. All the time when a book is canceled, like Wolverine, that's not a book anymore. If you have more issues left on your subscription, they'll just transfer it to a new book, and that might be what happened with that. New Avengers number 30. There's that Captain Britain on the cover. It looks like they've all got variations of that costume. Like there's a Spider-Man on the cover that looks like he has a Captain Britain uniform on. Secret Avengers, number 13 there. Well, I don't even think we're halfway through these yet. Uncanny X-Men 31. I don't really care for that cover. Brian Michael Bendis is good though, so I bet you it's a good comic. The cover on the inside, or the cover on the inside, the art on the inside's solid. Oops. There we go. Captain Marvel number 12. I mean, the Captain Marvel comic, or the Captain Marvel covers are freaking amazing. That's awesome. I love I'm not a Laker fan at all. I freaking can't stand the Lakers, but I like the yellow and purple color combination, which is why our logo is yellow and purple, is because I like that combo. Yellow, purple, and black. Spider-Man and the X-Men number 2. Alright, we put that with the number 3 that I found it a minute ago. And read some of those, because those could be neat. I don't know what it is with the freaking dinosaurs and shit on the cover. Another Secret Avengers number 12. And that's clearly Black Widow there, but who is that? That's not Domino with her. I don't know who that is. Looks like Aeon Flux. Yeah. If there are some of these characters that I don't recognize, it's because I was out of comics for a really long time, and I just got back into them in the last 2 or 3 years or so. So I might not be totally caught up, and I've been more about independent comics, especially here recently. Ooh, another Punisher. Punisher number 15. So, I mean, if there's characters that I should know, and I'm like, I don't know who this is, cut me a little slack. Avengers 41, with a callback to, I think this was the Ultimates number 1 cover, wasn't it? Or, I know it was the cover of the Ultimates Volume 1, the trade. I know that was the cover of that, but wow, that's kind of neat. New Avengers, number 29. Starting to make a little bit of headway now. The pile seems, I can actually tell it's getting smaller now. All new X-Men 35 with Miles Morales there on the cover. Look at that. Avengers number 40. Thanos kicking some ass. I think he's freaking stepping on Namor too. Never did like Namor. All new Captain America number 3. Uncanny X-Men 30. That's a sweet cover too. So you got something that's already been opened up, it looks like. Oh, this is one that we picked up actually from the store. I don't know how it ended up in the stack with the Shadow Man. Valiant Comics #1. $1 comic there, Shadow Man #1. So I don't know how it ended up in that stack, but I know where it is now. I am so disorganized, it is ridiculous. And it helps me out with that, but I think I might be beyond help. All new Captain America #4. This is a cool cover too. All new X-Men 36. There's Blonde Wolverine. I'm not familiar with this Wolverine because it's been a while since I've read All New X-Men. But where the? I mean, that's X-23 there. That's Wolverine's clone / daughter or whatever. But when did Wolvie turn blonde? Dude, holy shit. That's got to be it's not Dakin. Dakin's claws are different. How many freaking Wolverines are there? Because Wolverine died not long ago. I know because I read that arc. X-Men #25. That's pretty cool. Freaking walking away from the explosion like a boss. All new X-Men 38. I'm getting thirsty. I'm going to grab some water after this video. Secret Avengers #11. There's old Nick Fury in the hospital. It looks like Hawkeye, maybe Agent Coulson, and Spider-Woman. Let's see, what do we have here? We have, Secret Wars #2. Uncanny X-Men #34. Mystique's got somebody in her sights there. I think one of the cats is pooping. You can hear her scratching in there in the litter. That's going to be annoying. And they're rank too. Oh my god. Hey, Captain Marvel #15. Been waiting for other Captain Marvel. There's Secret Wars #3. This one kind of got beat up in the shipping too. Of course, I could, attribute that to the mailman, because the dude just has no respect for our shit. I'm telling you. Like, I had ordered a poster, a They Live poster, because Roddy Piper was going to be at Spooky Empire. I think it was last year, and so I ordered a They Live poster. And it came, and I was really excited because it was like a week before the convention. It's a really small convention, but it's really cool. If you're in Florida and you get a chance to go to Spooky Empire, you should go. But so it came, and you know, they got delivered, because we live in an apartment complex, so they put it in one of the side boxes that don't, you know, fit in your regular mailbox. But in order to get it to fit in that box, it looked like he had like bent it over his knee to get it to fit in that. Instead of just friggin' taking it to the office or bringing it up and leaving it outside my door, no, he bent it over his fucking knee. And of course that was the last of that poster. I couldn't get a replacement. They did issue me a refund, so that was really cool. But long story short, I did not get my Rowdy Roddy Piper autograph on my They Live poster because the thing was freaking crunched and destroyed. Oh, I was pissed. Hey, Years of Future Past #1. I don't remember subscribing to this. I imagine something ended and they replaced it with that. So I'm going to have to go on my Marvel subscriptions list and see what's going on with that. Probably happened with Secret Wars as well. All New X-Men 41 with a sweet cover. Look at that. Oh man, that's awesome. Freaking Phoenix. Hell yeah. Young Jean Grey's discovering her Phoenix. Captain Marvel and the Carol Corps #1. What I'm probably going to end up doing is just canceling all of my subscriptions and then just getting everything I want to read at the store. I don't know if I said that earlier in the video, but yeah. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, Punisher 19. That's pretty cool. I like that. See, does it say something on his gloves or no? Okay, it's just like scribbly shadow stuff. That's a cool cover though, with just the shells on the ground, the expended casings, the spent ammo, however you want to say it. Squadron Sinister #1. This is another one I don't remember at all subscribing to. Probably a replacement from something that was canceled. Or something that was discontinued. I'll check that out though. I mean, Katarzyna, stop scratching the wall, please. And this one actually, it's like glued shut or something. It's weird. Okay, let me cut it this way because it's like sealed differently. Why they did that. Here we have Avengers #43. The bearded Mr. Fantastic, front and center. Secret Wars #4. Civil War #1. And Squadron Sinister #2. And finally, the very last one. The last comic that I've been too lazy to fucking open for the last several months is Years of Future Past #2. Sweet ass cover. Look at that. Alright, that's all of them. You can see, you know, they've been just sitting on the dining room table forever and ever. You can see that like there's a bunch of Captain Marvel in there, so it's been several months. So, yeah, glad to get that actually taken care of, clear the dining room table off a little bit, and get my happy ass busy reading. Okay, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you next time.